Hey guys, what's going on? ZeroArmada here with a Blacklight Retribution gameplay and commentary. Arms Dealer episode 4, where I take user requested builds and provide my own feedback to them. Going to be playing some DM evac. Alex Boss 988 from the EU server requested a BFR build, the R19 Rift Muzzle, Elite X3 barrel, quick reload magazine, and the Con's Elo-Tech scope with the Elite A4BS stock. And he also had a spread weapon tag on top of that. And his comments were how to make this gun better but still have the same damage, and what scope do you recommend for this build? Pretty much in most weapons, especially close quarter, medium range weapons, Con's Elo-Tech is a really good choice because the magnification on the recoil when you scope in is a lot less compared to other scopes. So that's probably your best and your safest bet, and you already have that on there. But the R6 scope and the CQB-LT scope is something I've started to really like as well. So there's some other recommended scopes you can try out. But as other suggestions, I'm not really a fan of the quick reload magazine on the BFR or any other type of limited capacity weapons because you have limited shots, obviously. So either you make your shots count and have a quick reload, or I think you can kind of give yourself a little bit more leeway with an extended magazine. So I'd probably recommend that just based off of personal experience and my own preference. I would probably give that a shot. I think ultimately quick reload magazine's probably really best with you using it on weapons that have longer reload times like the LMG and the LMGR. I think that's really kind of the only place where I feel that they make a significant difference, and I think the extended magazines make a significant difference rather than making a small difference with the quick reload magazine. So that's kind of my suggestion. For muzzle, if you go from the Rift to the two-step, at least when I went through it, you have a complete reduction in spread aim, spread hip, spread move, and in range, or an increase in range in this case. So you pretty much have buffs across the board. It's pretty much a consensus buff muzzle or an upgrade. So I would go with the two-step. You got to keep in mind though, kind of people have always said stats are great, but in this game you can't really base everything off of stats. So I would try it out and see how you think it does compared to the Rift. Stock or barrel's fine. For the stock though, A4BS is probably your best bet for most BFR builds because of the low spread aim. I would try out the MMRS BP-XLi, the level 11 stock. You have a small downgrade in spread aim and spread hip and recoil and range, but you get a significant reduction in spread move, which I think is pretty crucial as well. I kind of personally would try that just to have a little bit more leeway when you're moving instead of having to rely on standing completely still to get some perfect shots in. So that's kind of my two upgrades would be to move the Rift to the two-step and to move the A4BS to the BP-XLi and try that out. But like I said, you pretty much already have a pretty solid build. There's really not that much you can go wrong with the BFR in those cases because it's going to be ridiculously good close quarters or medium range regardless of what you put on it. But that's pretty much this video in a nutshell. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. And thank you for watching as always, guys. Much appreciated.